Hey everyone, welcome to MaysLugLife. I'm May, and I'm just going to put a disclaimer right at the top and say, if you are one of those people who has not opened up their holiday 2021 mystery box and want to be surprised by all the contents, please stop watching this video now, because I'm about to talk about one of the bags that was included in the box. So if you want to be surprised, please stop watching right now and come back and watch it after you've opened it on Christmas evening while you're enjoying your hot chocolate. But for now, stop watching because I am going to talk about that bag extensively. So stop here. Otherwise, if you're still with me, welcome. So today we're going to be talking about the differences and the similarities between two bags that are very, very similar, one of which has been around for quite a while, which is the one you see right here. So this is the compass, and this compass is in navy, and there's another one that's just come out recently, and it is called the Navigator. And like I said, this is the one that was actually included in the Christmas box for 2021. It looks to me like looking at what they've got on the website, this particular color was not one of the ones that I saw. So I don't know if it's going to be officially exclusive to the box or if one day they will release that color, but at the moment it doesn't look like it's available online. So anyway, so this is in tropical multi. So if you want it, I'm sure there are people out there who actually are willing to sell it. Actually, I might be one of them. So comment me in below if you are interested. Make sure that you're in Canada because I think it's going to cost a fortune to send it to the States. But if for some reason you're in Canada and you would like to purchase this bag, let me know because I'm virtually positive I will not be keeping it, and I have no plans to give it to anybody that I know. Okay, so that's that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on a tour of all the different features that are the same. And look at the sizing, and then I'm going to start stuffing it with a couple of things just so you can see, the size difference, or even if they're, like how the pockets work, and start putting some lug wallets into it so you can figure out where the lug wallets go if you are, picky about where you keep your wallets. So right off the bat, they are essentially the exact same bag. This one is the east-west, meaning the orientation is this way, and then the compass is a north-south, which means it goes up and down this way. So otherwise, if you take a look, they're very, very, very similar when you see them side by side, and they have very, very similar dimensions, very similar features. They are essentially the same size from what I can tell. There's just a couple of little things that are a little bit different other than the orientation, obviously. So I'm just going to take you on a really, really quick tour and show you the things are the same. So other than the size, so let's just put one on top of the other. So I'm just going to show you here just how much bigger one is to the other. Now they're both empty, so there's nothing in. Actually, this one has stuffing in it, but I think it does. I don't think I took the stuffing out. So it might look a little bit thicker because it's got stuffing in it, but if you see, they're actually the same size, the same length, or the same width, depending on which way you're looking at it. So that's the bottom of the compass, and that's the bottom of the, the bottom of the Navigator. So they're the same thickness. They're really the identical bag to each other, but like I said, orientation. Okay, so let's go through the similarities. So first of all, let's go to my favorite feature of so many of these lug bags. They both have a really good top handle. It's reinforced. It's got a little bit of a stiffness there, so it's not a flimsy top handle. They both have that reinforced something there, so it's a really, really good handle. They're about the same size. So you're not going to, so if you can put your hand in one, you can put your hand in the other. So they both have a top handle. They both have removable straps. They come with removable straps that just latch on. Where's mine here? I think mine's stuffed in here somewhere. So they just have little lobster claws that allow you to be able to take the straps on and off. So if you don't want to carry it as a crossbody, you can just carry it like this using the top handle. So they both have that. And these ones are here on the side there. So they both have those. The main compartment here on the, on the compass, I'm just going to get rid of this here because that's going to be annoying, I think. Okay, so the main one here, okay, so there's a privacy pocket back here. There is a fleece line pocket with a little bit of an elastic, and then you've got your 2 pen slots. The main compartment in the Navigator, oops, yeah, I do have a little bit of stuff in there. So let's get that out. Okay, also has a privacy zip pocket, and it does go all the way to the bottom. And then this has the fleece-lined elasticize pocket with the 2 pen holders. I just want to double check and see. Yeah, this pocket, I'm just thinking here, okay, so the pocket here doesn't go to the bottom because it's a taller bag, so it doesn't quite go to the bottom of the bag, but it is quite deep. So it's one of my hands deep, and this one I think is about the same. I think it's quite deep as well. Yeah, it's 1 hand deep for me. And I don't have huge hands, but just so you know. So now let's go to the other wall. So this one, so the Navigator here has one very long, big, non-divided clear view pocket that goes to the bottom of the bag. And same thing here, the compass also has one clear view, non-divided pocket, but it does not go to the bottom. It only goes about halfway. So where my fingers are there, that's the end of the pocket. So you still have half the bag left below it. So it's not as deep a pocket, but it is the full width of the bag. And like I said, it's not divided. Some of lugs have a little stitching here, so it divides the 2 sides. Since we're already here, there is the attached key bungee with a little clip so that you can put whatever you want onto there. And the Navigator also has one on the same side, on the right hand side. If the pockets are facing out. Same thing, attached on the same side. So those are the similarities on the inside. The outside also has another pocket in the back, a zippered pocket, which is for your tech, and it does fit. I have I'm going to take that out for just a second. I have an iPad Air 2. It has a super, super thick, rubbery, chunky case with a handle. So it's actually very, very bulky, but I'm just going to show you how it fits in the Navigator. So there we go. So I'm not sure if it'll fit the Pros, because I think the Pros are bigger, but it will definitely fit probably your biggest regular iPad with no trouble at all. So that's basically what this is for. And it's actually my favorite feature. It's the reason why I bought my compass, and the reason why I actually like the Navigator, because there is a separate pocket for your, like, I guess if you have a small laptop, or if you have an iPad mini or an iPad like this. So again, the compass here, I fit it in this way, obviously. It would be the north-south as well. So like I said, it's a little bit chunky and rubbery, so I can still fit that in, slip that in, no problem. So they both have that iPad bag pocket in the back, and they also have one more with a magnetic close, just a regular slip pocket there, no organization, no pen slots or anything. And same thing with the Navigator on the back of this. Also just a little magnetic tab, and it goes all the way to the bottom there. And then the last thing on the outside that's the same, they both have a snap water bottle holder or umbrella holder, so that when you don't want it, you just push this, you just wrap it all back in. Oh, that's what's going on. And you snap the 2 snaps back together. And whoops, there it is. And then same thing on the outside, and they're both on the right hand side of the bag. They also have one here with the elasticized pocket on the compass. So those are the similarities so far on the outside and on the inside. Neither of them have feet on the bottom. Neither of them have a plastic bottom. So so it's not going to be a wipeable bottom. But it is a little bit like there's a little bit of a board there, so there's a bit of structure there, and same with this. So it does have a bit of a structure there. So you could stand this up, or it can sit on your lap and not slide off because it's round. But so let's talk about the things that are. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the main. Duh, I always forget about this because it's so well hidden, which is the signature cell phone pocket. So this one is not as wide, but very deep on the compass, and on the Navigator, it is right back here as well. It's a little bit wider here, and it's probably just as deep, but it's tiny. It feels like it's a tiny bit wider here. So you probably put your phone in this way versus this way. Okay, so now it looks like they both have 2 pockets on the front, which they do, except on the compass there's actually 4, and on the Navigator there is only 2. So let's go to the compass. So the compass has one zipper pocket here with no organization, but it does have its own gusset. So it sticks out from the bag, so it won't eat into the interior, won't eat into the real estate in the interior. But there's also another zipper pocket at the front, so that you've got another little bit of organization there. And then the same thing on the bottom. It's the exact same pocket there, and then there's another one right there. No organization, no fleece, anything. It's just a pocket. So those are the two that are on the compass. Now on the Navigator, there's only one on each side, and it's just the one zipper. So you've got one there, and again, no organization, no fleece, and then here as well. And the zippers go, they're like the M&Ms, so the zippers open that way. So it's kind of cool. And that's it. So there's no other pocket behind it. There's no other pocket in front. But these ones are a little bit bigger. So the ones on the Navigator, the pockets of the Navigator are bigger. And the ones on the compass are just a little bit smaller. So they're shorter this way. So they're not quite as tall. But they look to be about the same width. So let's just take a look here. Let's see if we can put them side by side. So I don't know if you can see that, but they look essentially the same lengthwise. So they're the same this way and this way, but this one's a little bit deeper than this one. This one's just a little tiny bit smaller than that, but you get an extra pocket. But if you want to keep something that's really tall or really big, it may or may not fit into the back pocket there, but it might fit into that. So there we go. So those are all the similarities and the differences between the two, and they both fit exactly the same things on the interior. It's just, again, how you orient it. So, you know, the things that you would normally stand up here, stand up this way in your, like a north-south in the compass, you would put east-west in the, east-west in the Navigator. So, and there you go. So that's it. So they really just took the compass and turned it on its side. And for some reason changed the pockets. I'm not 100% sure why. I guess it would have been weird to have another little pocket there, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so let's very quick. I'm just going to try very fast to put wallets into these front pockets. Obviously, things are going to fit in there, but let's just see which wallets fit into these front pockets. So I'm going to talk about both of them. So if you're a little bit curious as to where you'd put them. Now, I believe the RFID shielding in this, I think, is in the main compartment, but you'll have to take a look around. I'm not going to do it right now because it'll take some time, but you're looking for a little tag that just says RFID, and that's the compartment that will be RFID shielded. I feel like it's going to be the main compartment. I don't know why it would be the other ones, but it might be. Okay, so let's start with the smallest wallet. Very, very fast that I have here. So just, I mean, the Metro, whatever, but just to show you how tall it is. So that's the front little pocket there, and that's going to easily fit there. So that's going to be, like, that's the smallest pocket you've got on these, and that's going to easily fit there. So if you do have a Metro for whatever reason, it'll easily fit in there. Unfortunately, this will not. So this is the minuet. It doesn't quite, it won't zip close, and the minuet will be the same size as the handspring mini, but it will fit back here very easily. So that's how that would fit there. The next thing up I have is the split wallet. Now this is empty, but again, it's the same size as the minuet. So if it's empty, you'll be able to fit it back here. But if it's super, super packed, like if you do have a full one, you might have a little bit of trouble trying to close that zipper, simply because it's just going to be so fat. Now, just as well, if it fits there, it'll definitely fit here, because like I said, these pockets are actually bigger, so it shouldn't have any trouble fitting in there either. The next thing I have is the tram wallet. So this is one of their medium-sized wallets. I just want to see if it's going to fit in this front one, and it doesn't really fit. I would not put that there. I haven't done this yet, so this is my dry run in front of you here, but it does fit in that back one there. If it fits in there, it'll easily fit in the Navigator. The next one up I have is the Rodeo. The Rodeo 2 is the same size. Virtually positive it's not even going to fit in the front one. I'm pretty sure it won't. Nope, doesn't fit. But it does fit into the back one very easily. And again, if it fits here, it'll fit in the Navigator. The next one up I have is the, is the tandem. This is the zip, the tandem zip. Will not fit in the front one for sure, because it'll be too small. And guess what? It doesn't actually fit in the back one either. This is one of those ones you would have to now put into the main compartment. But let's see if it's big enough, if the Navigator is big enough to take it. And you know what? It doesn't. It kind of feels like it goes in and then it won't zip. So that's how much bigger the tandem is compared to the actual pocket in the front. And it is actually down pretty close to the bottom there. So I've gone as far as I can go, but it is taller than that pocket. So that's not going to work. And I'm assuming if that doesn't work, then none of the other big ones will either, which is kind of interesting. So let's just go with the biggest wallet that I have, which is the kickflip. So it's the longest wallet and it's the thickest wallet. Now this is empty. If it were full, you would have some issues. So this is the biggest pocket. Let's just see if that's going to work. I don't think it's going to. Nope. So you're not able to fit anything larger than a tram in those front pockets. And that includes the compass. Because if I can't put the big wallet into the big pocket there's no way it'll fit into the back pocket here, which means all the larger wallets have to go into your main compartment. And I think, yeah, that's all. I don't think I have anything else. The only thing I have that I know some of you like to use your coupes as a little wallet or a bag in a bag. So let's just see. Actually, I know for a fact that this will not fit into the front pouch because I tried it a long time ago just because I was curious. It didn't look like it would, but I just thought I'd try it. But I'm curious. Oops. Oh, there goes the compass. Okay, I'm just going to see. I have a feeling it won't. Well, you know what? Because it's empty, and if I go in there and I really squish it in there, if it's empty, this is where I could carry it. But if there's anything in it, and if I really wanted to sort of use it and pull it out, no. But as an empty one, it'll fit. It's just squashed in there, so it'll fit the coupe if it's empty, but it won't do anything more than that. Like I said, I've really had to squish it, and there's nothing in there except for the strap. So yeah, it's not really convenient. So if it's just there for storage, it's fine. But if you're there, so like this is like the thing that you use, like you're leaving this in the car and you want to take this out with you, that's probably not going to be the best place to put it. You're going to have to put that in the main compartment. So anyway, I think that's everything. I don't think there's anything else that I can throw in there because I believe everything else is going to be too big. So yeah, so the larger wallets do not fit in either of the two front pockets for either the Navigator or the compass. But the largest one you'll be able to fit in both of them will be the tram. It's thin enough and it's short enough. So if you're looking for the largest wallet to fit into one of these, it's going to be this one. So I hope that helps. So anyway, so that's it. I haven't used the Navigator at all, so I'm not gonna give a review on it. I have used my compass, and I love it. I'm a short person, so my only thing about this is sometimes it does seem a little bit long because of that north-south. It does sometimes hit my leg a little bit more. And I thought that I would really be happy the fact that this is now in an east-west orientation, so it's not quite as long and it won't hit my leg. But I actually don't really like it as much. I think it's cuter and it looks a little bit cooler in this orientation in the compass. I don't know why. You would think that wouldn't bother me, but for some reason I think I like that better. So for me personally, which is why I probably won't be keeping this bag. I mean, this is not my favorite print. I don't really wear anything that would work with this particular print. So for me, I actually prefer the north-south versus the east-west. But I actually haven't used this, so I can't really review this for you the way I usually do. And I have no feedback on it other than, hey, if you like a different orientation and you like the width of things, because sometimes having a really wide bag is a whole lot easier to access. So that's one thing, I guess. I'm just looking at it as I'm, sort of playing with it now. There is something really lovely about having such a wide opening. And it doesn't open up like the Ranger does, but it is really easily accessible. This is pretty good too, but it does have a much more narrow feel to it. So if you don't like that sort of cramped up feeling in a bag, the north-south orientation may bother you a little bit more than something like that, because for some reason this just feels huge. This feels like you've got a boat and you can throw like everything in there, even though the actual square footage in there, like the square inches, I guess, is exactly the same on the interior of this as it is with compass, but for some reason this just feels bigger and roomier. So anyway, so if you like that feeling of more openness, this is probably going to be the bag that you're going to prefer. But if you like something a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more urban, this is going to be the style that you like. And I think this version, if you wanted to turn into a backpack, I know there's a trick that you can turn these into a backpack. This would be the one that you'd want to do that with. I think it'd be a little bit weird and awkward if you turn that into a backpack. So that's it. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that gave you a really good visual and help you decide whether this is going to be the bag you're going to use or buy. If you have any questions at all, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And if there's anything you want me to throw into it specifically, like you want to know if something fits into it, let me know, and if I have it, I will throw it in there and let you know if it works. So that's it for now. Have a great one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.